This week marks 1 year since the start of one of the largest forest fires in South Korea. Though time has passed, the local residents still haven't fully recovered from the damage. Our Ahn Sung-jin files this report from the ground.
Bare tree stumps cover the desolate hillside. The frame of a collapsed greenhouse stands nearby with old farming equipment still scattered inside. It has been a year since 75-year-old Ye Gwang-hae lost everything in one of the country's worst wildfires. His life, once rooted in this land for more than 20 years, remains in limbo.
I've built everything in this area from scratch, starting from electricity to these roads. I still remember how fast the fire was coming towards me on the day. My youth burned away. I just want proper support before I die to compensate all my loss.
For survivors like him, the government provided temporary housing. About 20 households live in the same complex. But that housing comes with a 2-year limit, and rebuilding a stable life and returning to what once was feels uncertain at best. The wildfire, which began on March 22, 2025 in the Yeongnam region, quickly spread, burning nearly 100,000 hectares of land. It killed more than 30 people and displaced thousands, marking it as one of the most devastating disasters of its kind. This coastal village in Yeongdeokgun County stood here for around 300 years and was once home to nearly 90 households. But after nearly 80 of them burned down, all that remains is an empty lot and a 33-square-meter temporary shelter where the remaining residents are struggling to get by. In an effort to help residents cope, Yeongdeokgun County recently held a memorial event at the community sports center where residents had once taken refuge. Survivors, volunteers, and local officials gathered together not only to remember, but to look ahead.
We've gone through so much to come here to establish the special law and its enforcement decree, but they are not being implemented in the way the victims want. We intend to present our case and demand a fair and proper compensation.
Lawmakers continue to emphasize legislative efforts aimed at recovery and prevention. One lawmaker in a dedicated parliamentary committee focused on recovery, whose own land was affected, highlighted the need for more than short-term aid.
Because this happened in a rural area, we need special measures for rebuilding. These elderly farmers, fishermen, and forestry workers have lost their livelihoods, and the key question is how they can sustain themselves here again.
Wildfires may last only moments, but their impact stretches across years. Without support and understanding, people like Ye Gwang-hae face an uncertain path to recovery. Ahn Sung-jin, ArirangNews.